Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. This week will be a short week, or a short. There's only 6 chapters this week. Yeah, we're starting with Jujutsu Kaisen, and it starts right where it left off with Megumi looking at the corpse, which now reverted back to what it originally was, which was that copycat guy. He questions what happened. Slight flashback. Megumi's still hurt, but uh, he's saying he's thinking that he has to get back. He has to go to the doctor so he can heal. Oh no! Now he's changed his mind to go see if the others are okay. But then he seemingly gets stabbed. Yep, by the weird cursed user who has a hand sword. He took him down though. That's not good. Panda's walking with someone, checking around alleys and corners. Panda's seemingly making sense, but his partner here is saying that Gojo isn't the only person who matters. Okay, his partner's a little eccentric, but that's not a problem. He makes a fair point. Ah, no, he's just smarter than Panda by making excuses so he doesn't go down to where all the real monsters are and dies. So that's smart on him. Yep, Panda's partner is a bit of a coward. Not even just a bit, he's a coward, wanting to keep Panda with him because he doesn't want to be alone in this death trap. Yep, he's trying to avoid it, but it looks like trouble found them. Panda sense there's more because they're being ambushed now, trying to stall now. Oh, more people that are trying to free Ghetto. They're revealing this third or maybe even fourth group's motivations. There was actually a split. The two girls that are now dead from 2 weeks ago want to get Ghetto back, where these two new ambushers, or these two new enemies, I guess, characters, are just trying to fulfill his dream of killing non-sorcerers in fighting, it looks like. I guess neutral one of the two sides speaks up. The neutral one thinks that they'll all make it out alive. Panda's partner is taking the opportunity to not fight any powerful curses and is gonna fight this new group here. Though something happens. Explosion in another building. What? Oh. Oh no. It looks like Sukuna's battle with Jugo didn't go Jugo's way. Wow. And he beats Jugo like it's nothing. Oh boy. But Sukuna has now entered the stage, and the fun should begin. This was an interesting chapter, and that was the end of the chapter. This was interesting, showing another group, showing more sides, filling out I guess, the area, with Megumi seemingly out for now, but that might piss off Sukuna, I don't know. But yeah, that was a good one. That was a fine one. It keeps moving it along, but at a slightly slow pace, which isn't super terrible. Though with Sukuna actually showing up again, makes me somewhat intrigued into next week, but 2 pseudo duds in a row makes me wonder if you're gonna move it away, or if it's actually gonna be Sukuna showing up and practically killing everyone all the 4 characters we just looked at. So I don't know. It was a good chat. It was a fine chapter. Some good exposition, I guess, getting some more into this third or fourth group of characters, motivations, and so on. I would give that one a C. Now we are going on to Undead Unluck, where it looks like Andy is going to go off against Unrepair. Starts off right where it left off in the last chapter, with Andy headbutting right in the chin Unrepair. For then Titania to barge in. She took care of the big gun guy and the martial artist, so now it's just Unrepair and his woman. As Titania took out the other 2. No, she's fighting the martial artist and the big gun guy, who's apparently Creed and Fang. Now it's Fuko and Andy versus Unrepair and his girl. Andy goes in for an attack with a sword, only to get his hands cut off, meaning they won't grow back. Andy actually cuts his forearms off again, so that maybe he can heal, though Unrepair is saying it's not going to work, and new Negator doesn't like gore, so Andy's not good with it. He's not good with it. No, he cut it off so he can grow back his forearms, not his hands, so now I'll shoot his forearms out. Okay, the girl steps in front of Unrepair, and Andy's forearm bullets were moved out of the way. Unrepair is trying to recruit Andy. Oh, his hands did grow back. Apparently his girl is and she set his broken nose. He's still recruiting, but Andy passes. Oh, Andy admits he was looking into Unrepair, but it's not enough to kill him. So now Unrepair is trying to recruit Fuko. Unrepair pseudo compliments Fuko by saying the fact that she cut off Andy's head without a moment's hesitation makes her scary. He insults the new guy. New kid's freaking out as Unrepair continues to insult him. Okay, that's interesting. Unrepair wants to keep his team strong and to make the world, or make people know that he believes he keeps everyone safe, or makes the world turn is his wording. Andy explains it's not the people, but it's God causing problems. Unrepair says, and you're gonna kill God. So Unrepair kind of not refuses, but doesn't care that the Union's going after God. And as Andy's attacking, he sprays blood into Latala's face, causing her to freak out. He missed him, but the blood got in her face still. Unrepair throws his scalpel at the new kid as Andy dove in the way, but it punched right through. Oh, then it hit Fuko right in the rib. But Unrepair is saying she's got about an hour to live at best. Fuko puts on a brave face, saying that she's fine, though I'm assuming she probably isn't, because she can't stop the bleeding even if it is shallow. Tries to, I'm guessing, to keep Andy from pulling the card out of his head, so Unrepair is skipping out because the Mafia came in and is pissed off, but Fuko is still in trouble. Kid tries to help, but they tell him not to. The kid asks the mob for a doctor. They shoot at the kid after he makes his plea. Get more, pseudo backstory on the kid. One of his parents seemingly died, but told him to basically make friends. His powers unmove as he ties his hair up so he can see. And they're all paused. All the Mafia guys who shot after his plea fell on deaf ears. Andy compliments him as he's holding back the bullets. Andy grabs the kid and they blast off out of there. So Andy realizes that, the dire situation. He blasts off and says they've got 1 hour to kill Unrepair. And Andy promises that he'll kill him with time to spare. Will he? I don't know. He could. That would be rather interesting. From what I can see, or from what I would, predict, he won't, but Unrepair will undo his power, because I think he said he can do that, and have Fuko live, just to keep Andy kind of on a tight leash-ish. Maybe. I'm not sure. Overall, that was a fun chapter. It was fine. It moved the story along, showed some more of their character, some of their some of the Negator Hunters' motivations also, which is good. So hopefully they continue to expand upon it next week. So overall, the chapter was a good one. I would probably give it a C. It wasn't great. It was good. So now we're going on to We Never Learn. And it looks like we're getting a flashback montage. Oh, it was a montage of the reason why Noriyuki fell in love with Fumino. They're still on their graduation trip. Everyone's sort of gathering together, I guess. Yep, as everyone's all friendly and stuff. Awkward between Fumino and Noriyuki. Everyone's starting to notice. They're at the aquarium, I should add. She got separated from everyone. Noriyuki found her. No. It was a plan by Fumino's fan club, I guess. Trying to get them together. Yep, they're being extremely not subtle. Yep, they almost held hands. Yep, they're still being awkward. Oh boy, their misunderstanding is going to the next level. Noriyuki's trying to keep it casual. Noriyuki wants to look at the real stars with Fumino again. They're on the way back from their graduation trip. Noriyuki's sitting with Orica, and she flicks him in the forehead. Orica caught on to Noriyuki being hesitant because he turned her down. Fumino arrives home, but so does her dad. Her dad wanted to wrap up research and tried calling her, but couldn't because her phone broke. Her dad gives her a message, and Rizu decides to visit her, I guess. And Rizu says she loves Fumino, and now Rizu's worried that Fumino hates herself. Oh, that's cute. Rizu's just worried about Fumino. So Fumino, to some degree, confesses, not, I guess, indirectly confesses, and about her guilt, I guess, for falling for Noriyuki. Now Rizu's pondering what friendship is, and asks the question that basically Rizu saying that if she's bottling it up, who is it hurting? Her or her friends? Makes Fumino pause. Fumino gets the message from Noriyuki, and it looks like Fumino is now willing to step in the ring to try to win Noriyuki. And that's the chapter. That was a fine one. It looks like this arc might be ending soon, which is fine. It's fairly cute, as they all are. I wonder which one he'll go to next, whether it be the upperclassman or the teacher. Doesn't really matter. It was a fun read. It was fine. I'd probably give it another C, but it was a fine chapter overall. So now we are going on to Black Clover. And I don't know if I'm ready. It starts right where it left off, with Dante being only a head and arms and legs with no torso. Oh no, Dante's angry. And he's regrowing. Oh, I knew it. Oh no. Wow. So he can apparently regenerate and he won't age or deteriorate or anything. So as he's regrowing, he's growing more monstrous. Oh. Wow. Yeah, it looks like Dante might have two magics, gravity and body magic. Oh my goodness. Dante starts attacking again. Yami uses death thrust again. Dante praises Yami. They're still battling. Dante's pretty much saying there's nothing that can defeat him, thanking Yami for making him use all of his power. Asta's trying to re-enter the fight. Oh, Yami's calling for Asta. Oh, man. Oh, that's amazing. Now Yami and Asta are side by side. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's another short chapter, but wow, is it great. I still don't see it going well, mostly because I think Asta's a little too weak at the moment. But man, does that just show how far he's come. Wow, that was a great chapter. I'm looking forward to next week, as I always am with Black Clover. Probably give it a B, if not even a little B plus or something, simply because it was so short. But it was still a great chapter. Now we're on to Haikyu, which, much to my own sadness, only has one more chapter after this week. A few color pages. Continues with Asta getting ready for a spike, with Kageyama waiting for him. Kageyama blocks Hinata, but Hinata saves it with his foot. Mia saves it, and Asta runs to the other side of the court, but Mia sends it over to Bakuto for the spike. Excitement, everything. Oh, they won with that spike because Asta's the greatest decoy. Wow, apparently that was 1,096 wins for Hinata, and 1,100 losses. They're still keeping count since high school. Yeah, Tsukishima's right. It's only the first game of the season. It should have kept going. They just go through the season, because it says in the speech roll that this was just the start of what's shaping up to be a very exciting season. Oh, no, that was just the announcer. Yamaguchi wants to go watch Tsukishima's games, and he's saying no. And then Hitoka says no, they will be there. Ramiro goes over to Hinata and says that they're going to win the next one. Hinata gets flustered and says yeah, but then no. They're speaking in Brazil? In Spanish, maybe? Portuguese? As Ramiro wants to have his son take a photo with Hinata. Wow. That's the funniest part, that Hinata's really famous in beach volleyball as Kageyama. I think it's Kageyama. Someone's jealous that he can speak multiple languages, which is really funny. I think it's the former Little Giant. I think is the comic book, the manga artist, Tenma. And his series is almost over. Everything's ending. But he's getting inspired for his next idea. Bakuto gets an interview about the Olympics. Bakuto says he's no longer the streaky player he was in high school. He's normal. And the interviewer, who I think is his friend, says that no, Bakuto is not normal. Yes, the interviewer is realizing that Bakuto's definition of normal isn't the same as other people. Yep, now it looks like we're going to get through. See a bunch of interactions with everyone before it ends, as it now goes to Shimizu, as everyone's catching up with each other. Everyone's still struck in the heart by how cute Shimizu is, bringing up past interactions. Oh no, Koro shows up, who's now a part of the Japan Volleyball Association. He's the promoter. More interactions, which is fun. Now he's inviting Hinata to do some sort of promotional video. Everyone's realizing that Koro's a con man. Koro explains how sports are amazing. Oh, Kageyama calls out to the two teammates that seemingly continue to be in the series and says he wants to play with them again. They finally kind of made up. That's good, ending all the character arcs and stuff. Everyone's all happy and so on. Hoshiyumi is getting an interview, it looks like. Hoshiyumi posts it back to the interviewer. Yeah, Hoshiyumi admits that Asta might be slightly better for now. The interviewer says that he found a rival, but Hoshiyumi believes that both of them will take over the world, despite, well, being short. More reunions together with a whole bunch of other people. Everyone's meeting up. Nope, now it's 2021. Oh, wow. It goes to the Olympics in 21, and now they're on the same team again in the Olympics. Wow. Yep, we overcame difficulties and stand here. Yep, in the Olympics. That's beautiful. And that was the end of the chapter. Oh... It was a great chapter. Just bringing it all home together. Yep, this will 100% be a high lock for, in my opinion, the second best sports manga out there, ad nauseum. Yep, the way it's ending is incredible. So, it was a great chapter. I would give it an A, as it just continues to just close out real nicely. And now we're on Chainsaw Man. Oh, okay. We're with Denji. He's waiting by the door as it's still having its doorbell rung. Power is now awake. As even the phone's ringing, Power asks him why he isn't answering the door. Denji says, "Don't open the door." He answers the phone. Apparently, Makuma's on the phone, or is the one who called. And now she's gonna give the short version of, I guess, what happened. So apparently, the Gun Devil, they failed to defeat it. It took over a dead body and got away. And apparently, according to what it's just saying, that gun fiend is now ringing your doorbell. So it's right outside the door. That can't... Oh, man. Denji doesn't believe it. Makima is now telling Denji not to think about anything when he fights. Oh, no. She must have controlled him. Power doesn't believe it either after Denji says that the gun devil's at the door. The doorbell stopped ringing after Power thinks it's Hayakawa. Oh wow, it's tense. Just Denji's telling Power to take Meowee and go to the balcony. Denji is making his way to the door. No, it was a gun fiend. Oh no, as he made his way to the door, and it might even be in the body of Hayakawa. It says Denji's name. I think it is Hayakawa. Oh no, now we're seeing him as a kid. He sees Denji and thinks it's a snowball fight. Just shoots Denji and cuts him in half. Oh no. Oh, Power knows it was Denji not Denji, it was Hayakawa in the hallway, because she can smell by his scent. As now the gun fiend Hayakawa comes down to keep fighting Denji, but Denji protects Power. Oh no. Whoa, things are going crazy now. Oh boy. I've got nothing. It was an amazing chapter. It is moving in a way that I'm just going along for the ride. It was a great chapter. Now we have Fiend Hayakawa versus Denji. Oh, I don't like where any of that's going. I do hope that Power lives though. That's my only thing I want. I don't know. Oh, it did look like, though, that Denji wasn't quite under Makuma's control. He might have been, but it didn't feel like it did when it was Angel. So, I don't know. That was a good chapter. That was suspenseful. It was... You feel the tension the whole time. So, I would give that chapter an A, too. That was a good one. All the chapters were fairly good. It was a light week, and even a light one in terms of how well all the chapters did. But... overall, I did enjoy it, as I usually do. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed listening to my ramblings. If you had any thoughts, leave them in the comments. Tell me if I'm doing any better. If you enjoyed any of that, tell me so I can continue to improve. But I think that's about it. So, as always, thank you for watching.